I am blown away that me and Martin are sitting on the stage, and I'm blown away that the person we're sitting on the stage with is a woman, and she's a woman from a working class community, and she's a senator, and she's my mate, and her name is Senator Lynn Ruane. Please give Lynn a big round of applause. Ballymun Summit, which came from an idea that a few of us had, Shawnee Kinsley, myself, Paddy O'Reilly, Alan Kinsley, Ger Pendergast, about turning this community into the world's best community.
Oh, is Lynn talking about poverty again? Oh, is she on about that class thing again? Is she ever going to have a new issue to kind of go on about? And it's kind of like, well, until them things are solved, I'm going to have to keep reminding you that this is the reality.
And we fought with the council then, and we gave them, said what we felt we needed to say to them, then they start listening. And also, we gave them time to talk, but again, they were saying very little words, because their tactic was, we'll just agree with everything they have to say, and everybody's happy.
70% of people in this community rent, 30% own. I'm going to challenge this community and Dublin City Council in a meeting later on at 4 o'clock called the Elephant in the Room, which is the big conversation, that we go from 70% rent to 70% ownership in 5 years. Then we have leverage. Then we have a conversation that's worth having.
There's a big conversation in Ireland around legalising marijuana, right? And it gets confused then, I suppose, with the conversation around decriminalising drugs, right? And that's the kind of two conversations that are happening parallel. So even though I fully support the legalisation of marijuana, I don't generally, you won't hear me talking about that as much, because I feel that only focusing on that falls foul of another middle class argument on drugs, because so many people from different classes all smoke marijuana. You're most likely to get that one true. But if you look at communities that have been completely decimated by crack cocaine and heroin, why are they still criminals? Because that's an outcome of poverty, that is an outcome of trauma, that is self-medication. If you're using that many drugs to oblivion, right, where you're using drugs to survive your life, I mean, that's no way we want anyone to live. And you look at all these different community organisations, are all the hierarchies are still buying in middle class people to run those organisations, and I don't think then that makes any sense, because if we were doing our jobs properly, people in communities would be doing the jobs in the communities. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if we told you, but this is your lunch. You're running in the local elections.
Yes.